right, welcome folks. This Friday afternoon, fantastic soccer game. Varsity boys soccer versus the Sci-Tech Cybercats against your Pioneer Panthers. My name is Tyler Borble, bringing you the play-by-play action of this game. We're just about to be underway. And happy Friday to you folks. If you're watching this live streamed either from down in the Sci-Tech area or up here in the Pioneer Valley Regional High School area, welcome you to tuning in to this exciting game. Hope you enjoy it. Love bringing this broadcast to you, but as always, it's nothing quite like being here in person, checking these things out. And it's homecoming week for Pioneer, all culminating to tonight and tomorrow night, the homecoming dance. And tonight, we got some of the marching band out here giving us some tunes, setting up. We're doing back-to-back soccer games. So if you don't get enough during this soccer game, coming right up after it at 6 p.m., the girls' varsity Panthers are facing off against the Renaissance Phoenix. Definitely want to check that out. But for now, we're going to be underway in just a moment. Referees are crossing their T's and dotting their lowercase J's, making sure everything is all set to go. And we are off. They're battling for the ball. Redeker dropping it to Hayden. That was Matan Smith. Sci-Tech looking to reset at midfield. Sci-Tech off to the, going out wide, moving down towards the corner, no doubt going to look for the cross if they can handle it. The Pioneer not making it easy for him, trying to clear it out of backfield area. Winds up ricocheting off of a Sci-Tech player and out of bounds. Pioneer to throw the ball back in. Ball coming through, Redeker stepping up. Redeker playing much further up than normal. Usually he is helming the midfield. But Redeker stepping in with a cross. No one's going to get to it before the Sci-Tech goalie. And the Sci-Tech goalie is number 7, Mario Mata. Judah Glenn having difficulty hanging on to it. Cleared by the Sci-Tech defense, out of bounds. Will be a Pioneer throw just past their bench. Will Glazier with the throw. Looking for Brody Welcome. Sci-Tech defense clears it away. Jack Glazier moves it back over towards the middle. Sci-Tech lining up with a 4-man attack. Way into the corner. Some good footwork, dropping it back, looking to bring it around the box. Oh, nice idea. Pioneer started the attack with a 4-on-4. And finally, the Pioneer defense got back there and made it tough for Sci-Tech to mount any shots. Redeker with the ball, putting a go-getter through. Just a little bit too far again. Good hustle by Judah Glenn to get there, but scooped up by Mata. Mata switches it over to midfield. Ball comes back out to Glenn. Had nowhere to go. Well, Glazier clears it out. And heads out of bounds. Pioneer throw. Glenn looking to move it forward to Redeker. Redeker had trouble hanging on to it with some double teaming from the defense. Battle for the ball. Nice scoop, keep the ball back in by Judah Glenn. Sci-Tech takes over, they're gonna look to switch. Find some open real estate, but Jacoby Stumpo interrupts the send. Well sent back. Defense will have a little bit of time. Move the ball around and find some openings. Sci-Tech looking for an opportunity to shoot. Finds it. Goes out wide. But not touched by keeper Gavin Gamble. Smart move to protect without touching the ball. That's going to mean a goal kick for Pioneer. And Pioneer coming off of a fantastic game against Greenfield High School. A 5-0 shutout win against Greenfield. And also adding in just very impressive playing, including by the Pioneer keeper, Gavin Gamble, doing a fantastic job and an incredible save late in the game to maintain that shutout. Just an incredible game that we saw earlier on this week on Wednesday. And not exactly sure what call was made, but it is in Pioneer favor. Jack Glazier to take the kick. Put right in there. Pioneer gets the first touch. Can't maintain control though. Ball rolls out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for Sci-Tech. And there'll be a few substitutes coming in. Sci-Tech puts the ball back out. Pioneer getting ahead to put it back into the Sci-Tech defense area. Sci-Tech mounting an attack, moving it towards the top of the goal box. And a handball is called on Braden Tippanyuk, and that could be inside of the box where that call was made. Part of the trapping of the ball hit a little less chest and a little more forearm. And so we will see what happens here. Could be the first score of the game. And Sci-Tech is the first to draw blood. And just joining me is former soccer coach for Pioneer, among other teams, Don Frazier. Don, thanks for joining me here today.
Hey, good afternoon, Tyler. How are you?
Oh, I'm fantastic. I'm fantastic.
That was a really tough one for Gavin there. You gotta make your guess. So he made a guess, and that's on PKs. That's if you get one, that's a good thing. You know, the odds are on the offense on that.
And you know, something I always say, if during regular game, if it's just the shooter and the goalie, then your defense, it's your defense's fault. It should never be one-on-one. And so to have a penalty kick like that is always a tough thing to protect.
Agreed, 100%. Kurt just did a great job in midfield there, checking his shoulders and being aware of what was in front and behind. So he's looking pretty good.
And good protection there by Judah Glenn. Judah Glenn having a little breakaway moment. And according to the ref, you can have this if you want.
Good.
According to the ref, while Judah had the breakaway, there was some holding of his arm, which is going to call for the penalty.
Well, you'd almost like to see that play out for another second, see if he could have got through.
Oh, absolutely. I would say the speed of the other Sci-Tech fullback was definitely coming in there and not going to make it easy for him. Ball sails over the crossbeam and out of bounds.
That was an excellent attempt at a free kick. I don't know if you noticed that, Tyler, that he didn't wait for everyone to set up, and you don't have to. He saw his spot and took it. So good, very good awareness.
Just out of curiosity, for us folks that are just barely hanging on a thread of understanding a lot of things about soccer, the difference between a direct and indirect kick.
So for a direct kick, you can score right off the kick, and an indirect, it has to touch someone on the opposing team first.
Is there any details as to like what determines if a kick will be direct or indirect?
Depends. It's often on the ref's discretion there, Tyler. But if usually when you're could be unimpeded on the goal, it's going to be direct. Any foul close in is going to be direct. Most of the free kicks you're going to see
with a shot.
Ooh, nice shot by Gavin.
Boy, great job by Gamble.
Most of the free kicks you're going to see are going to be direct.
Gotcha. Thank you for that. That's always eluded me.
Clear as mud.
Yeah, fantastic job by Gavin Gamble there. Sci-Tech had a player waiting to kind of get that rebound off of him, but he saw it and swatted the ball away and interrupted it. A great job on the defense there by the Pioneer keeper. And I would also say this is the first time Pioneer has not been in the lead for at least 6 games. You know, they're coming into this game with a 6-game shutout streak.
This is the first game I've seen, but I've been, of course, following along, and it's really nice to see Pioneer at the top of the league again, Tyler.
So how many years were you coaching Pioneer? 5
years here, and then the last 3 years I've been in Amherst.
It's like a possible breakaway for Sci-Tech. Tippanyuk interrupts it, gives them time to get back, mark up, play on their defense strategy.
2 physical players right there. BT did a good job on that. Weak side is open for Pioneer here on the right flank.
Weak side meaning most people are righties, so lefty is a...
Nope, non-ball side. So,
Gotcha.
so whatever side the ball is on is your strong side or ball side, and the other side would be the weak side.
Gotcha.
Good question there.
Not exactly sure if that was a head ball or a handball rather, or what the call was by the ref. Well, we got another kick. And as I mentioned earlier, Kurt Redeker playing a lot more forward than he normally does. I think that's largely due to normal forward Alex McClelland kind of nursing a tough injury in his leg. It's not anything official. There's no official doctor's note of it, but for the past, nice head away by the defense there. Pioneer may have another shot.
Yeah, that's nice.
No good, but for the past 3 games, we've witnessed time being stopped with Alex kind of going down, and it's healed just a little bit, not playing at 100%, but him being the champ that he is, trying to power through it and be there for his team. But each time the injury's gotten the better of him, and I think he just needs some time to rest up. And I was talking with him earlier. He was really, really annoyed missing out on this game. Really wanted to be out there, no matter how much it hurt.
Good run there on the right side. Just didn't get through. Good try. Now, Sci-Tech is being very aggressive here offensively. They're only keeping 3 back. You can see that huge gap in their midfield. They are pushing everybody up here, so they're definitely trying to get some offense generated.
Which is interesting, because usually in my mind, once you have the lead, you might want to play just slightly more defensively.
Nice. Great job by Gavin there.
Great job there. Those are dangerous, fraction of a second situations where what do you do?
That is very similar to a PK. Keeper has to gamble on that. If he sat back, that's in. He went for it. So great aggressiveness. I like to see that.
Definitely feel as though Gamel's had really good judgment on when to come out and what to do when playing keeper this year. And a Pioneer throw.
Pioneer, I'd say they're well coached on that. As the ball came back, their back line kept on pushing up, so they would push anyone that stayed high towards the keeper offside. So that's a really good job on the defense, good awareness.
Glazier switching it to some open real estate. Gets blocked.
Big leg there.
Oh, nice try to keep it in there. It'll be a white throw. And another white throw. Being kicked away by Tad Loud. Did you have both of the Loud brothers when you were coaching? Both
Yep.
Jack and
Yes, sir.
and
I had Jack and Peter, and I even coached Peter in youth, and then Tad has been to a few of my camps over the years, so I know Tad as well, so it's kind of neat.
That's been great to see all those guys come through here and don these jerseys.
Yes.
Little opening for a shot. Ricocheted off of Braden Tippanyuk and then scooped up by Gamel.
Except for a couple long breaks, Sci-Tech has been on the front foot here for the last 10 minutes or so.
Well, they've looked like they've been just really placing themselves in good places and playing smart ball.
And that's a little miscommunication there between the defender and the keeper for Sci-Tech, but they were able to get it out.
I was a little bit surprised that ball moved more center than the goal. I've always been told that's a big no-no, that close to the goal. Always move it outward, never ever bring it back in towards the middle.
It is. Sometimes you have a panic moment. But
Well, I suppose if you got somebody behind you and they're expecting you to move to the left to go outside,
well,
maybe it's smarter to just move the opposite direction.
one interesting point is Sci-Tech, their home field is turf, and you're often going to pass back to the keeper when the ground is sure and true. Here, on a natural grass, you're going to get a bounce here and there, so it's a little sketchy to play back to your keeper right there. I don't think that was on purpose.
That is true, and I do know this field most certainly has some surprise lumps in it.
There's a home field advantage sometimes.
Absolutely, you know exactly. You know how the table leans. Moving it down the lane. Sci-Tech's doing a good job of hanging on to it.
They are playing unusual with their back three that far back. That is unusual. So they are concerned about Pioneer playing direct. But there's no support for their midfield with a back three back that far.
Nice solid crowd gathering out there. Of course, mentioned earlier, this has been homecoming week. So a lot of school spirit culminating for kind of a big doubleheader night. Girls varsity soccer coming up after this.
Friday Night Lights.
Love it. And a beautiful day, slight breeze, good sun.
Would they flip a coin to see who's going to play the night game tonight?
I have no idea how that gets decided. My guess would be busing. Busing is, as of late, has always been the great deciding factor.
That's a very good point.
Good ball control by Sci-Tech. Sci-Tech with some open players on the opposite side.
Great defense there. Their weak side player number 15 for Sci-Tech was wide open if Pioneer did not get control of that ball. So good job.
Sci-Tech looking to reset.
What I'm really liking from both teams is particularly Pioneer, just the calm communication with each other. You can tell the players have a lot of respect for each other. I like it.
I've definitely seen a lot of silent coordination amongst the Pioneer players. They know where they're supposed to be, and they just kind of go there, and they can look up from the ball and see that who they're going to pass to is where they need to be.
Yeah, a lot of good, especially from the center midfielders. A lot of great checking their shoulders and being aware of their teammates and the opposition. So well done.
"21 minutes in, Pioneer trailing by 1 due to a handball inside of the box.
He's
Ball
on.
put through, could be a shot.
Ooh. They're not going to give him another PK.
I almost feel like if he was able to collect the ball with the Sci-Tech player, if he was able to collect the ball with one less tap, he would have had an open shot. But he was just the amount of time it took for him to gain control of the ball was just enough for the Pioneer defense to get in front of him, and that's why he didn't have the shot he was looking for.
For playing a turf team on grass, the grass team has the advantage in situations like that because it doesn't feel right for the team that's used to playing on turf. They're going to take extra touches a lot.
Especially on that, as you probably know, on that the current Pioneer right side there. There's a lot of awkward crabgrass and and other kind of turf abnormalities, we'll say.
That abnormality is correct. So the ball's not going to be bouncing true. Ooh, that's a great defensive play there by their captain. One of their captains.
Seeing a lot of good one touches with Sci-Tech so far.
They have some very solid players. Seems like they're just not connecting on that final pass right now. So, and Pioneer's very, very strong on defense.
Oh, may just be because the ball is in their territory, but for the most part, I was just seeing only 2 people really hanging up as attackers while the ball was down there. So Pioneer really playing hard on the defense.
Yeah, that's a good observation. Longer they have possession, the more passes you end up drawing the defense in that forwards drop back.
And a timeout is called. Sci-Tech ahead by 1. And of course, folks, if you're watching this at home and you're kind of wondering, how do I want to come down here? We always love you supporting these athletes and your public access by watching this. Definitely encourage you to come down here, see the sights, see the sounds, see the smells. There's a lot of food cooking over there for the homecoming games tonight, so definitely looking for something to do, come on down here and check this out. Of course, if you're watching this being rebroadcast or watching this later on then tonight, completely disregard. There's nothing happening at that moment. But it's about 24 minutes in. I mean, even the marching band over there.
The band out there,
awesome. Love that. It's always, it's definitely tough to coordinate that, for every game and whatnot, but,
You don't see that often, but great to see it this weekend.
Love it, absolutely love it. And,
so what I'd like to see Pioneer do when they do get possession after that first clearing pass is take an extra touch. It's difficult on the Sci-Tech team with their speed. Pioneer has some size advantage. Sci-Tech might have a little bit of speed advantage. That extra touch, one more pass, I think they're going to be able to free some of their offensive players, but I think they need one extra touch in the midfield to be able to free the players, and I think you're going to see Pioneer get a couple goals here if they can get that done.
I think that might have been part of the conversation during the timeout.
I would suspect that was very possible. Because when Sci-Tech has the ball, especially once they're in the attacking third, they're pushing everybody up, leaving 3 players back on their half, which is leaving a huge gap in that area that I'm talking about. So if Pioneer can get that extra touch, they're gonna have an advantage.
All right, ball sent to midfield. Pioneer might be able to break through there.
Good ball to the corner. Good support behind. That's a difficult call.
Well, I suppose what might have been the determination is the player goes up, maybe trying to attack the ball. If there's any kind of push-off from Redeker, that might have been the determining factor of the player coming down out of his own volition.
I actually thought he was calling it on Pioneer because of the arm extension. So that's a difficult one. But he
went up and used Redeker for leverage.
Yeah,
that's why they're getting the kick.
Yep, the Sci-Tech player definitely initiated the contact there. But I think that was more of a foul there than there was on Sci-Tech's.
Oh, interesting situation. Another penalty kick. We'll see if we can tie this up. Ooh. And goes wide. Oh, good. Sci-Tech maintains their 1-goal lead.
Those are really difficult. There's so much pressure on it, especially trailing by 1 goal there. So you just got to shake that. If that happens to our team, just got to shake that off and keep on going. Yeah, but being aggressive, they did get that extra pass into the corner and created some offense, and Sci-Tech's going to create some fouls here. They're a physical team, so this is a great game, Tyler.
Absolutely. Pioneer's gotten down there. They've gotten into that danger zone inside the box. I think they can do it again, and if they keep pushing and knocking, I think they're going to get one. And nice job by Mata, the Sci-Tech goalie.
I got a corner kick here. Let's see how Pioneer plays, how aggressive they're going to go. Sci-Tech is bringing everybody in but one player, so they're definitely packing it in on this.
Now, in the past, Pioneer has a really, really interesting attack on the corner kick. If they're going to keep going with that, they're going to look to kind of send it to a little bit more of the far side and try and get a little bit of a push there. I mean, saw Redeker go down, but not sure where what the call is, or, you know, you're kind of wondering how it started. You know what I mean? It's one of those things that we saw the result. We saw Redeker go down on a push, but you kind of wonder, you know, to a brother and sister who started hitting each other in the back seat kind of thing.
I was focusing on the corner and the movement from the midfield, so I saw him go down, but I did not see what precipitated that. But the ref obviously had a great angle there, so.
Well, and this is not professional soccer, so nobody just goes down just for no reason. So. Sorry. Pioneer will get a second shot at it. This time, Jack Glazier taking the kick. And another good block there by Mata. Well, they have every reason to celebrate. They've done a fantastic job twice now.
So I think the next 2 to 5 minutes are critical for the rest of the half here. Let's see what happens.
Yep, I think.
See, Sci-Tech, maybe they lose their focus a little bit. Pioneer goes hard right here. You're going to see something.
Well, hopefully what comes out of it is the frustration that Pioneer probably has doesn't come out in kind of, sloppy gameplay. You know, as far as whether it's penalties or anything crucial like that.
Well, Tyler, there's a game in the playoffs that you were at that we lost. Pioneer lost in PKs in the Western Mass tournament.
I remember that.
So you know, even before then, that's something we'd have a Saturday practice. That's something I've always practiced, and I still do to this day. Work on the penalty kick, so you kind of get used to it. And we like to harass the players while they're taking the PK in practice, so you get used to it a little bit. But there's nothing like a real game. And Jackson certainly felt some pressure after Pioneer had already missed a PK.
Absolutely. Well, another timeout called. This time by Sci-Tech.
That if I was coaching Sci-Tech, I would have called a timeout myself because the team needed to settle down a little bit and keep their focus. But Pioneer can use it to their advantage too. They look maybe a little bit winded because they've been going hard, and here's Pioneer's chance to regroup a little bit too.
We're looking at we got about just over 10 minutes left in the first half.
Okay, so there's a good amount of time here for both teams. This is, since probably the last 4 minutes, Pioneer has been on the front foot. So it's making Sci-Tech a little more uncomfortable playing on their heels a little bit. So this has been a very entertaining first half of soccer.
Well, and I mean, you were spot on with Pioneer playing aggressive. We only witnessed under a minute, I would say, of gameplay between the penalty kick and this most recent timeout. But so far, Pioneer was on point. You know, they weren't doing the playing aggressive and playing angry, I guess, are two different things. And, you know, the latter is where the mistakes wind up happening. So hopefully they can just keep it aggressive and just really keep up that pressure. And starting off with a Sci-Tech goal kick. Goes out wide, finds Glenn. He's going to have an opportunity for a cross. Finds Matan Smith. And Sci-Tech isn't going to waste time. Gets it right out of there. Nice throw in, finds Colleen, but can't get the control.
Good turn there. Run in the corner. Got it. That's a pretty athletic defensive play by the captain again back there. So he's good. He's a good player. Pioneer's got some strong kids. We've seen some big throws.
Yeah, there's quite a few guys, I would say, that are out on this field are really strong basketball players. So I wonder if that has a little bit to do with it. A lot of that upper arm strength.
Yeah, definitely. You always look for the basketball players. They're used to it, and they're usually working out too. So,
and in a couple months, we'll see Rediker on Pioneer playing down low, contorting himself through the defense as he does for a 2-point layup.
Yeah, it's a fun group. This senior class here, a good group of kids. Nice pass there.
Ooh.
That was close. Keeper made a good play on that. Again, one extra pass. We see Pioneer do one extra pass, and that keeper is not going to be able to come out that aggressively. So if they can work that out during halftime, you're going to see Pioneer score 2 or 3 goals. Because they're getting through that back line.
Pioneer having a steal and attack. Mounting it up just a little bit too far ahead.
Yeah, a little heavy touch on that, but that's part of the grass too. So. Crowd starting to pick it up a little here.
Absolutely, nice to hear the cheering from the other side. You know, another advantage to moving over to this far side is I feel like wouldn't have been able to hear our delightful commentary while that all that kind of stuff was going on.
Oh, Tyler, I can get loud. You've heard me.
Absolutely have, and so is the mic.
Truth.
Campbell to Paquette. Getting onto it. Sci-Tech. Mounting it, sending it over towards the corner. Gamble comes out and interrupts.
Great read, and some of his basketball background helps that too. Be able to see the ball coming into good hands. There's a nice ball right there.
Nice through ball to Jackson Campbell. He's got to take a shot.
Finish.
And knocked down and saved by Mata.
Great follow-up by Pioneers number 7. Did a real good job there following up the shot. So that was great.
There's been a number of recent goals that I've seen Pioneer have that have been the direct result of following up. Goalie knocks it down, can't get a good grasp on it, and they've capitalized on it. So they've seen it work to their advantage. So I don't think they'll ever let it go if they, if they have an opportunity to go in there and follow up, they're not going to not do it.
Another great throw. No, Pioneers playing with a lot of confidence. They're playing like an undefeated team.
Black throw.
The coach is trying to get the team to push up a little higher since there is no offsides on a throw.
Oh, interesting. Well, yes, that makes sense. Just never really thought about it. And probably some sort of holding by Matan
Yeah,
Smith.
probably stuck out his arm a little bit on that. You know, if you keep it close to your body, you're definitely allowed contact. You're allowed shoulder-to-shoulder contact. But any extension of the arm, you're often going to get the defense is going to get the call on that, especially in that area of the field. It's not dangerous. Looks like number 11's all right. Took a little contact. Little space. Good closing by Pioneer.
Number 15 continually left just slightly open. Likes to sneak himself in there from what we've been seeing. He's late to the attack, but that means everyone's backs are to him, and looks like number 15 on Sci-Tech is going to be dangerous if they're not careful.
Yeah, he's playing the right side wing back, and his territory is to come all the way back and then go all the way up. So again, good observation. He's coming in late. So that I saw him and the coach have a little chat. So I'd say that is by design.
Redeker over to Paquette. It's knocked out of bounds. It'll be a Pioneer throw. They'll hold for a moment for some subs. Coming up upon 3 minutes left in regulation time for the first half. Redeker with a nice cross and a good snag by the Sci-Tech keeper.
Yeah, both keepers are doing a tremendous job. That was a great sticky hand save on that one. If you bobbled that Pioneer was right there for the rebound. Ball.
Oh, nice try keeping it in bounds. It'll be a white throw.
Tyler, this is the first game I've seen this year, as I mentioned earlier, but it looks like Kurt and Matan are developing some good chemistry, and I bet we'll see that progress throughout the season. I'd like to see a little give and goes with those two.
I hope so. Kurt has definitely been playing kind of the dead center middle of the Pioneers' whole squad on the field. He's playing a lot of midfield, a little slightly up, slightly back, but this time,
And here comes number 15 again here.
And
that is something I'd be concerned about for the second half, because that's happening right in front of the coach. The coach for Sci-Tech will definitely talk about that at halftime, that number 15 is open on the weak side. So
look for that cross. Over to Jack Glazier with a shot over the cross beam.
That's one of the most difficult plays to defend, is a cutback pass like that, because the defense is going, following the ball and coming back, and cut the pass back like that. That was very, very good awareness on Pioneer.
A lot of kind of cutback ball movement. I see a lot of that in other games by Pioneers number 6, Jackson Campbell. Almost seems like he's able to, wherever he has control of the ball, he winds up passing at 180 degrees from where he's got control of it.
Excellent.
It's pretty impressive.
Great stuff. There's a great header there by Jackson Glazier there. Those hurt when they're coming from that far, Tyler.
Absolutely.
Great recovery run. yeah, again, the team's just playing with a lot of confidence. They didn't panic. They made great recovery runs and got their shape back a little bit.
A little rough attack on the ball. We'll get Sci-Tech a kick.
Nothing wrong with that call. That's a good call.
We're now running on, I don't know, what would you call it?
Extra time.
Ref extra time? Just calling it ref courtesy time. Head it up.
That's too bad.
Oh, and the ball is snagged in there. Just that one head Campbell could not get to.
Right about at full time. Ref might have blown it if Pioneer had gotten control there.
Oh, absolutely. I have not heard the whistle yet.
They'll do the kickoff. We'll see how quickly he blows it after a kickoff.
Pioneer now down by 2. Heads out of bounds in the corner. It'll be a Pioneer throw. And I'd have to go back and look at it, but I don't think Pioneer has had 2 goals scored on them at all this year, minus their game at Turner's Falls. And that was a 3-2 win against the Thunder.
There's full time.
And there's the full time. Sci-Tech so far with 1 penalty kick and 1 result of a free kick. Getting 2 over Pioneer after 40 minutes of play. We are going to go into the halftime. And when we come back, there's still plenty more soccer coming your way. Another 40 minutes of this boys varsity soccer. Sci-Tech Cybercats versus your Pioneer Panthers. We'll take a short break. Don't go anywhere. Yeah, welcome back, folks. Coming back from the half, Sci-Tech leading 2-0. I do not believe Pioneers has ever had a 2-0 score this season. And Pioneer getting inside the box early. Ball heads out of bounds. Ball's little open area, scooped up by Mata. He has been doing a fantastic job. Mario Mata for Sci-Tech, fantastic job as their keeper. And it'll be a Pioneer throw. And a trip from the back. We'll get a kick for Sci-Tech. Ball headed away, Sci-Tech with possession. Getting swarmed by black jerseys. Pioneer looking to clear it. Matan Smith going out wide. Breaking through a few tackles, but triple teams difficult to stay ahead of. Gets the throw. Redeker putting it in towards the corner, finding Welcome. Taking away, and good ball placement, keeping in by Sci-Tech. Shot goes wide and out of bounds. Well, put into midfield. Panthers try to put it down the corner. Having trouble. Judah Glenn with some great ball movement. Looking for Hayden Colleen. Interrupted by the defense. Sci-Tech mounting their attack. Sends the ball inside the box. Gamel's going to get there before no one else. Campbell putting the ball forward. So putting the ball through. A little too much in front. Easy take for Mata. Sci-Tech moving it out wide. And a white kick for, I think, a push from the back. Pioneer making sure to keep everybody outside of the goal box. And no one will touch it as it goes out of bounds.
And the crowd's picking it up again for a second here. Yeah, great kick. 60-yarder.
And looks like Pioneer had gone to trap the ball with a leg, and in doing so, the Sci-Tech player's body went into the leg, going for the head, and
Yeah, great touches. Well, you see Pioneer trying to get the energy going here. Love to see a quick goal here, and
I'd say it's a little bit rare seeing them come into the second half without scoring a goal. This is a little bit new to them, and some offsides called, I think. Change up the brightness as the clouds have taken away the sun.
yeah, that's a great athletic center back there.
He's definitely, I think it's rare that I've seen him put more than one touch getting the ball out of their area, which is, just tells you about his ability and ball control.
Great ball control, great body control. He's certainly not the biggest player out there. Good check over the shoulder here. That's a nice little give and go right there. Like it. Great defense by that same number 16, but Pioneers trying to look to get a little more ball movement here. Good ball. Need to stay away from that guy. That's a great shot. Oh, keeper had no chance on that if that was unframed, just a little bit high. Great quick release. It was impressive from 35 yards out.
Wasted no time. You think there's a high percentage of opportunities to shoot missed because they're spending too much time trying to set themselves up for that perfect, right leg, right side shot?
Yeah,
And
absolutely. You're going to see that on players that are really dominant one leg, but also, you want to get that perfect shot, especially the keeper. Like both keepers have been making good saves. You sometimes try to be a little too fine, but as Wayne Gretzky's dad used to say, you're going to miss every shot that's not taken. So, you get that
that's
shot
Wayne
off quick.
Gretzky's dad that said that.
Yes.
I feel like everybody knows it as
Wayne Gretzky.
Wayne Gretzky saying it, and then Michael Scott saying it in
Yep.
The Office.
Nope, that's it. You'll hear some early quotes from Wayne that's what his father used to tell him to do. Good punt there by Pioneer. Snuck through. So as you pointed out, that number 16 is clearing it in one touch. So I think Pioneer's starting to read that now. And when it's coming to him, they know he's going to play it out 20 yards or so. So they're trying to play that. They did a much better job of anticipation on that one.
And that is number 16 is Hilbert Mazaregos.
Yeah,
Doing a fantastic job.
Yeah, he's a great player. He doesn't seem to get tired either.
Well, he's doing, a lot less running, right? He's in the right place and just puts the big boot on, and that definitely allows him to conserve the energy.
Good. Now that was a same player, nice soft header to his teammates. So good awareness. That's a player you can learn from. Return.
Shot.
Ooh. Yeah, that really caught Gavin by surprise there. Had him leaning towards his left, and he kind of laid it right down the middle. So very good recovery by Gavin on that. So a lot of time left, Tyler. Pioneers just keep on playing their game. They've had a lot of chances. They'll get more.
Well, we're only 12 and a half minutes in.
Yeah. So.
That means we got 28 more minutes, and only takes about 10 seconds for something to go from one end of the field to the other. So
sure, no reason to change what they've been doing at this point. It's been working. Good touch, good control. Okay, he's going to
right
for a
over
good
the corner.
cross here. Pioneer's got numbers. Get the height.
Oh, no good.
That was still a great play. Kurt took it in the corner, got a lofted cross in there. Sometimes in the corner, Tyler, you're going to loft it in for your height advantage, but right at that point, Pioneer had some numbers advantage, so a driven cross. Might have seen some more action there. It's just, you have different choices in there.
Of course, a driven cross being like really bullet it through and hope your geometry adds up.
Yeah, you're going to have, with that kind of numbers there, a driven cross is you're just going to really, because Kurt's got a great leg, you can really drive it in there, chest to head high instead of coming down. And on a lofted cross, the keeper can have a little more time to read it too.
Mm-hmm.
If it was opposite, if Kurt was in the middle with his height advantage, then a lofted cross would definitely have been an advantage.
And, you know, under normal circumstances, we would have Alex McClelland also has a significant height advantage. He probably would have been one of the guys up there in the middle.
We'll never know, but that would be interesting to see. But there's still a lot of season left, so get him healthy.
Absolutely. You know, past 3 games, he's gone down with some sort of injury, and you just hate for it to finally, you know, mean business. And, you know, he's out for a lot longer. And he's an important player for the basketball season
There's
as well.
a dangerous kick to the midsection there, right outside the box. That's going to be a very, very dangerous free kick here for Pioneer.
Of course, will Sci-Tech mount the tried and true 5-foot wall that gets moved back to 10 paces the way it's supposed to?
Well, they haven't asked for 10 yet. It's up to the offense. If the ref doesn't do it, to ask for 10. You can ask for 10 yards and move him back quite a bit here. It looks like he's asking for 10 now.
It's very often, you know, you try to get away with what you can, but in the past when I've seen walls line up, it's been just, guys, you're like 4 feet away. You know you need to be further back, but if they don't check it, you know, they don't have to move, right?
If you continuously line up when the ref tells you not to, you can get a yellow card. Tried to improve their angle a little bit on that. But good solid wall by Sci-Tech there. But you don't want the other opposing team taking the kick before you're ready. So generally you're going to be coached to set that wall within the 10 yards. Just
that
in
is
case
true.
they
It
go
does
quick.
delay the game, yeah, with no penalty for it.
On that previous free kick by Pioneer, they took it quick because no one was paying attention. So you want to be on guard for that. But you're correct. That was about a 4-yard ball there.
Hey, and you're absolutely right on that. You know, if it can delay time and allow your defense to kind of mark up and get where they need to be, why not stand right on top of the ball?
You got to be careful on that because the ref can yellow card you. But
metaphorically.
Yep. But even a little bit back like they were is good, and then
Hayden Gerard puts it into the corner. Has trouble collecting. And Jack Glazier sends it out.
even just setting that wall up gives you a chance. Closer gives you a chance for your goalkeeper or a forward to set the wall in place. Mm-hmm. I typically like to have a forward behind the play to set the wall, so just in case the other team takes a kick quick, that the goalkeeper is watching the ball, not the wall.
Right.
Nice touch. Oh, you got past him.
And hopefully someone's in there to catch what he's going to send him, but Judah having a tough time with double teaming.
Very good teamwork on those two Sci-Tech players. They definitely know each other really well. Good layers. Good flick. Good recovery. Bang it. Some emotions are starting to flow a little bit here now. As I said, Pioneer's not used to being behind at this point in the game.
As we talked earlier, hopefully the The aggressive ball playing doesn't turn into angry ball playing.
Yeah, you can
Angry and
tell
frustrated.
the Pioneers getting a little frustrated now, but you gotta tip your hat to Sci-Tech's defense at this point. They're doing a really good job, not allowing Pioneer any time on the ball in the attacking third. One goal by Pioneer changes everything.
Absolutely. A little bit of body blocking. It's going to get Pioneer this kick.
So you got Jackson up in the box here. Just received the ball.
Pioneer throw.
I think the refs are trying to keep that's Pioneer free kick. I think the refs are trying to take control of the game here and keep it from getting out of hand. So there are a couple quick whistles here, both ways. Both ways, the refs are calling a good game, fair game.
And threads through. Jack Glazier sends it out into the parking lot. Having trouble tracking down a ball.
Clock is running here.
And, you know, the clock is not in Pioneer's favor. You're going to want to get that ball in as quickly as possible.
Yeah, that would have driven me nuts. So, one thing you're noticing right now is very quiet out there. So I'd like to see the noise just talking between teammates really pick up. I mentioned the first half, just the confidence that Pioneer was playing with. It's good. It's not that they're not playing confident, but they're playing a little bit worried right now. So they just need to relax. Plenty of opportunities. They're going to get some more.
Another Pioneer kick.
Nice soft touch there. Very good. There's some body contact too. There's some ball there too. That's a difficult one. You're going to give that to the defense on that one. And as I mentioned in the first half, Tyler, just that extra pass was looking for. They're getting the extra pass. I think they're doing a good job on that, but they're not really getting spread out. They got an extra pass from maybe 5 to 8 yards away, and maybe 10 to 15 yards would give them that extra second here. So all in all, I think good halftime talk. It looks like by the coach because they're doing some things they weren't doing in the second half, and it's going to come. Now, I know this wasn't Wayne Gretzky's dad that said this. I'm not sure who attributed it to, but you know, the saying is either you win or you learn. So the Pioneers are going to win this game, or they're going to learn. And in a season like this, when things have gone extremely well, it's okay to have a close game like this, whether they end up winning by a goal or two or not. They're learning about themselves right now, so it is a positive.
A little bit of heat stirring between the Pioneer coach and the ref.
Yeah, Gus got it. Now we're getting to the point in time where Pioneers got to be a little bit more aggressive. You got to think of pushing up a little bit more, being a little bit more aggressive here. It looks like they are. Good ball by the keeper there, kept it in. Nice, he bent that ball a little bit there. I don't know if you can see that from your angle, and kept it in play.
Did a great job. Sent over towards the corner. See who gets to it first. Looks like it's keeper's gonna let it roll out.
Yeah, time is in the away team's favor right now.
Now under 15 minutes left of gameplay. I am going to, with the sun coming back out, I'm going to switch the brightness up.
So a little preview. Who are the girls playing tonight? Renaissance, correct?
Pioneer Girls Varsity playing against Renaissance School. Panthers versus Phoenix. Of course, I've had a little trouble wrapping my brain around how Phoenix is both the singular and the plural. My heart makes me want to say Phoenixes, but
That's always like Red Sox.
yeah, absolutely, because it actually.
Are you a Red Sox or Red Sox?
Oh, that's the beautiful thing is that it works, you know, with your pair of socks.
Hey, we've been spoiled at New England with our sports, and locally, you know, Pioneer's been a lot of fun to watch for a long time.
Absolutely.
In all sports. You're going to see a good effort.
Campbell, nice give over to Brody. Welcome.
He
passes it
bobbles
in there.
Oh, an own goal.
Oh, and a little bit of confusion. And
definitely miscommunication there between the keeper and the defender. And sometimes you need a little ball luck here. And Pioneer did not have it on their penalty kicks. But now it's a 2-1 ball game with how much time is left? 12 minutes?
We are looking at just under 13 minutes. And a timeout is called, rightfully so.
Great time to reel in the emotions here and really get a kind of game plan here. You got 12 minutes left in the game. There's a lot of time left, but there's a difference between 5 to 12 minutes and under 5 minutes. So you're going to be a little more aggressive here for the first 6-7 minutes. But if Pioneer's still down a goal with 5 to 7 minutes, coach probably got another game plan for the final 5 minutes to really press.
And you know, for the most part, a large portion of the second half has been being played down in the Sci-Tech defense area. So Pioneer is getting the ball, they're holding the possession, they're getting it down there. They're just having trouble breaking through and having a shot. And this mistake might be the shot in the arm Pioneer just desperately needed. The energy is going to be up. They see they're only 1 goal down now from tying this up. They've had 2 ties this season. One against Granby, one against Greenfield at the beginning of the year. So they're familiar with ties, but you know, we'll see what happens. You're absolutely right. We got 12 and a half minutes.
Yeah, definitely have seen Sci-Tech, and whether it's probably not a planned thing, it's kind of natural when you have a 2-goal lead. Instead of being super aggressive with their wing backs and pushing that midfield up when they have the ball, they're holding back a little bit, which in Pioneer has been on front foot. So, you know, you get some opportunities. I'd like to see it going just as it has for the past few minutes, for the next 5 minutes or so, and see if they can squeak in another one here and tie it up. So I don't feel they have to be over aggressive right now, kind of keep on doing what they're doing. Maybe have their back line be slightly more aggressive, but they kind of have with their center midfielder.
I'll send forward towards the corner. Great idea by the defense. Little delay, but the ref saw it. Handball called. Of course, you'd always say that the haste and the energy is so immediate. I don't think you have time to inhale in order to use the whistle quick enough.
Dangerous ball in. Little bobble by the keeper, but there weren't any Pioneer bodies in between the ball and the keeper there, so he's able to get a pretty good read on it. Big bounce. Yeah, they're gonna call that.
On a white kick, yep.
Again, the arm extension. You're allowed shoulder to shoulder. Soccer is a contact game, but you extend that arm, you're gonna get that call against you every time.
Absolutely.
Good defensive coverage by Pioneer. They're dropping in, and I'd like to see them explode when they get the ball.
And sent to the far side.
And they are. You can see them exploding out offensively. Excellent. Well done, Pioneer. There it is. Good ball. Good read. It's going to get through.
Stumpo out to Glenn. Glenn puts the ball in there. Keeper's going to snag it up.
Big touch there towards the keeper. You know, it's difficult on this ground. Big touch. And then the keeper's able to get there on that one. A lot of good understanding by Pioneer of what needs to be done. You know, they're making a lot of really good decisions, which as a coach, I'm sure their coach is very happy to see that they're making a lot of good decisions. It's not always working out on connecting the feet, but they're trying. They're seeing the right thing. So I would see this team improving every game this season and peaking right at the right time in tournament play.
I'd say if we were to talk with Coach Mike Italia, he'd say the exact same thing. They've been improving every single game. Oh, nice idea there. Another throw for Sci-Tech.
Good little L behind there by number 1 to keep possession. Kurt's got a little move with his right foot, with the outside of his right foot, that clears the defender every single time. It's worked every single time he's done it. One of the simplest moves, so well done.
What move is that?
He's just taking an outside touch with his right foot. He's kind of giving a little fake with the inside of his laces, and then he's just clearing the ball away with the outside of his right foot. Sci-Tech looking for a quick counter here. But if you look up the field, they're playing much differently. They're keeping their midfield back, whereas earlier in the game they were pushing everyone forward. So much more difficult to penetrate their defense now. So direct play now is a little bit more favorable. corner's open. And play back to the keeper. Keeper can use their hands on a head ball pass.
Definitely overheard a referee saying that. It's funny. It's very interesting to hear that analysis and then somebody's questioning it.
Ooh, he's there.
Nice breakthrough. Nice shot.
Okay, that's a corner kick Pioneer though. So very good timing. We're coming down to the final minutes, Tyler. This is exciting. So it looks like Pioneers are being a little more aggressive here with their defense, or keeping one back.
They do what I think they're going to do. Maton's going to try and loft it in there. Jack Glazier is going to try to use his height to snap in there, get the head ball.
Yeah, that's too difficult to call. They were going for the ball. That's too difficult to call. PK
and he was trying to squeeze through in between them.
Yeah. Great throw. Okay, another corner kick here.
About the last one, just heard the bench say, Jack, get ahead on it. We're looking at under 6 minutes.
Under 6 minutes, so not quite time yet to throw the kitchen sink at it, but I think I'd be pretty super aggressive here. There it is. Oh, great stop by the keeper. You called it, Tyler. It's exactly what they were looking for. Keeper got horizontal there.
Ooh, that was a dangerous situation right there for a brief second.
Yeah,
Tad Loud lost where he was controlling the ball and had a player coming right up at him. That would have been a tough situation if he hadn't have collected and sent it.
Push. Yeah. It's not quite like pulling your keeper in hockey, but when you push up that aggressive, you're pretty vulnerable on defense if the offense can get control there. So Absolutely. Good quick play by Pioneer. Need to get control of the ball here. Got some numbers, got some space in the midfield behind Kurt here. He saw it. Good job. Good convergence by Sci-Tech on the ball there. They had two players converge quickly. Here, Pioneers get some openings again. It's going to come back here. Defense needs to anticipate and see the ball here. Good read by Tad Loud. Yeah, bench called it there. You got to go through those balls.
Four minutes left in reg. And kicked away. That's going to be another corner.
Excellent defense again by number 16. He was looked like he had a handful of his shirt there, but he was shielding it from the ref. But did a good job sticking with him. But as you noted, Tyler, Pioneer earned another corner kick here. So now it might be time to throw the kitchen sink at it. Still time. Sci-Tech has stepped up, except for that one player, put him offside. So good job by them.
And they're looking to just get one leg swing on the ball, having trouble getting that.
Yeah, Sci-Tech had everybody back there on that, so you're playing through just massive bodies and feet and legs. Well, Pioneer's learning what it takes to win one of these games. So, as a coach, you want to see this happen now, not in a tournament. So they're seeing what it takes. Much more intensity in the last 15 minutes.
Oh, I thought he said white kick.
Good read by number 6 there to step in. He's on. It's close to being honest, but he's on. Oh, you need another ball there. Get the closest ball. All right, get some help there.
Thank you to some folks there playing bocce ball or whatnot.
All right, now it's time to push. Get control, get some numbers around the ball.
Looking at a minute and a half.
Okay, now we need to win this battle. Defense needs to push up a little to play that, cover the back pass.
Oh,
So this is
corner
near
kick.
the end. We got a corner. Now it's definitely time to throw the kitchen sink at it. They're going to put everyone in the box except for 2 players here. Bench is calling for hand. I couldn't see anything from my angle.
I could not see anything.
So Pioneer's getting some favorable calls here at the end. That's a nice shot. Ooh.
Oh, nice try. I'm actually a little. What's the kind of determination of like game balls dedicated,
Predetermined by the coach and by home team and the ref, and you have to have the balls pumped up accordingly. Refs have to check in all the game balls, and there's usually one distributed on the sidelines and the ends. So as a coach in a home game, I'm going to have a ball at midfield so I can kick it when we need it, because Sci-Tech does not have to go get the ball on these goal kicks. They can wait.
Oh, nice move.
Nice little touch and great recovery run on defense there.
And that is the game.
That was a really entertaining game to watch, Tyler. That was fun.
Difficult loss for Pioneer, their first of the season. And of course, this is coming off of a loss, Sci-Tech receiving the win after a loss to Pioneer, 3-0 loss at Sci-Tech. So I'm sure they couldn't be more excited about the outcome for this. Pioneer, their first loss of the season. It's a very tough one, but who knows? Maybe they'll see each other.
It's never fun to lose,
Later on.
but for a learning experience. Sci-Tech historically just gets better throughout the season. They add some players usually after the first few weeks of school. So I'd imagine there's some different players on the team than there were the first time. But sometimes that's psychologically difficult once you beat a team 3-0. But you know what? They're gonna watch film on this, and I think they're gonna be pretty happy with the way they played in the last 15 minutes. That was very good soccer in the last 15 minutes.
Yeah, no, absolutely. They both battled super hard, and I mean, you think about what goals happened. One goal was scored by an accident. The first goal of the game was scored by a penalty. It was. The bulk of the goals was out of just certain miscommunication or mistakes happening, and so I think that minus those mistakes, you would have seen a 1-0 game here. So
I think the Pioneer coach is going to be pretty happy. Maybe not with the outcome, but with the number of chances. If you're not getting the opportunities, you get concerned. But having the chances, you could play this exact game tomorrow, and maybe the score would be the opposite.
oh, absolutely right. You can analyze as much as you can, and there's just so many circumstances that can alter how things happen. But Don, thank you so much for being here.
Appreciate you having me, Tyler.
Helping me with some colors, some analysis, just really, making the program look good. Very much appreciate it, and appreciate anybody that can, come and help out, especially somebody with the wealth of knowledge you came here with. So thank you so much, Don, for being here. And that is it for this boys varsity soccer game. Right, almost 15 minutes after this, we're going to be bringing you the girls varsity soccer. So don't go anywhere. More soccer is coming up in a little bit, but at least for this program, we will see you next time.